from Florida A&M University on the highest of 7 hills in the capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning FAMU TV 20 News.
Happy Wednesday, and thank you for joining us at FAMU News 20. I'm Janelle Sears. Let's hop right into today's news. Dream Marketing Group is hosting their second annual Bite of Brown Week, highlighting Black-owned restaurants here in Tallahassee. Our Zaria Hill joins us with the latest events from this week.
Bite of Brown is a Black restaurant week promoting Black restaurants so that they can be resilient during a time like this. This idea came from Dream Marketing Media, which they're alumni of FAMU. With that being said, what happens a lot of times within communities, the students don't get involved. But this is what it looks like when FAMU students get involved and we are able to keep them within our community. Came up with this idea, which is Bite of Brown, promoting Black and minority restaurants so they won't go out of business during COVID-19.
Yeah, being a part of Bite of Brown is an awesome experience. I love that community aspect that they're bringing to the table. They're really creating a lot of exposure for a lot of businesses that should be known, but for people that don't know about them, it's a great opportunity to be exposed to those people.
Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association is thrilled to participate again this year in Bite of Brown. Last year it was an opportunity for us to get involved and help support local Black-owned restaurants and let folks know what the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association does as well.
Sales increased, acknowledgement increased. All around it was a benefit. There's no downside to any of this. It's definitely a benefit. I wish I could be a part of it every year, but it's amazing. Like I said, I got connections with people that I wanted to get connections with. You name it, they probably provided it for us.
I love supporting my Black people because we need to put our money into ourselves. We need to build ourselves.
Dream Marketing Group is hosting Bite of Brown Week March 21st through the 26th, highlighting Tallahassee's Black-owned restaurants. For the second year in a row,
people like Bite of the Brown and these type of events, they really help us get the exposure that we need and that we deserve to be able to reach multiple groups, multiple clientele, so it increases our business, and it really allows us the opportunity to just touch all fan base.
For more information, check out @Bite of Brown and @Dream Marketing Group on Instagram. I'm Zaria Hill with FAMU TV 20 News.
Phones, home alarm systems, and medical monitoring tools will be affected by a 3G shutdown. Phones only capable of 3G will not be able to utilize cellular service after the shutdown date. According to the Washington Post, companies have been reaching out to people whose devices won't work after their cutoffs. In some cases, companies will be redirecting outgoing calls to customer service to provide assistance. The cutoff for Sprint 3G is March 31st, and Sprint LTE is June 30th. T-Mobile is July 1st, and Verizon 3G is December 31st. Disneyland employees in multiple locations walked out of the job Tuesday to show their support for the LGBTQ+ community. The walkout comes weeks after Florida's controversial parental rights and education bill, which critics have dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill. The company is now doing damage control. Some of its biggest brands are publicly showing support for the community. A Tuesday Instagram post included a photo of rainbow-colored Mickey Mouse and says the company opposes any, quote, legislation that infringes on basic human rights. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis is criticizing Disney employees protesting the state's so-called Don't Say Gay bill. Spoke about the controversy surrounding the legislation Tuesday.
It's a free country, do what you believe in, but understand if you are out protesting this bill, you are by definition putting yourself in favor of injecting sexual instruction to 5, 6, and 7-year-old kids. I think most people think that's wrong. I think parents especially think that's wrong.
The legislation bans teaching sexual orientation and gender identity from kindergarten to third grade, and only in age-appropriate manner in all other grades. Some students want to see more gender identity and sexual orientation terms used in society. That's according to a study published Monday in the American Academy of Pediatrics. Researchers in Minnesota looked at data from students in 8th, 9th, and 11th grades and said multiple responders identified with expanded designations, including lesbian, gay, transgender, and genderqueer. They say those words and others similar to them are often not listed on surveys and forms. The study says these terms can help students feel more included. For the second time in just a few months, Collier County Sheriff's deputies in Florida are dealing with a tiger attack. The tiger attack happened at Wooden's Airboat Tours in Ochapi. In the zoo attack, deputies were forced to euthanized the tiger after an unauthorized maintenance worker got too close to his cage. The tiger attacked the man and caused injuries to both arms. The big cat's regular caretaker was able to safely contain the tiger, which was not injured. Preliminary reports indicate the man is undergoing emergency treatment at a nearby hospital. The City of Miami Beach Commission voted unanimously at a Tuesday emergency meeting to impose a curfew during spring break festivities this weekend. The midnight curfew starts Thursday and expires Monday morning at 6 a.m. It comes after 2 shootings left 5 people injured last weekend. Miami Beach Mayor Dan Gelber and City Manager Alina Hudak announced the curfew Monday, but needed Commission's approval. Miami Beach Police Chief said in a shooting Saturday night, there were 10 police officers within 10 to 15 feet of the shooting. On Saturday, FAMU will be holding a virtual spring preview. The purpose of spring preview is to engage with prospective students who will be attending FAMU in the fall. According to Dr. William Hudson Jr., who is the Vice President for Student Affairs, over 3,000 students have registered for the session. The COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected FAMU campus over the past few years, but Dr. Hudson wants incoming students to know that, quote, the virtual preview is just a digital foretaste of what's to come. Coming up next, we have some updates on U.S. Supreme Court Judge nominee Ketanji Brown. Stay tuned, you're watching News 20 at 5.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm Jalen McDuffie with a look into your entertainment news. Investigators have released a photo of the hotel room where comedian Bob Saget died. The photos were taken by Orange County crime scene techs in the Orlando hotel after Saget's death on January 9th. Some of the comedian's personal items can be seen in the room. Orange County's chief medical examiner believes Saget's fatal head injuries may have been caused by a fall on the carpeted floor. Other hard surfaces visible in the photo show no sign of impact or damage. The photos include a selfie Saget took with the Ritz-Carlton valet, which shows no visual signs of head injury at the time. Actress Amanda Bynes' conservatorship has officially ended. Tuesday, Judge Roger Lund officially ended the legal supervision of her professional and personal affairs. The protective measure was taken after a now 35-year-old actress allegedly started a small fire at a home in California in 2013. Bynes filed the request last month to have her mother's conservatorship ended immediately. Bynes' parents are reportedly supportive of the request. This decision comes after the successful end of Britney Spears' conservatorship. The Oscars have just announced this year's performers, which include the Queen herself, Beyoncé, and more of the Best Original nominees. Queen Bee, as she is known, is nominated for Be Alive from the film King Richard's. It is set to open the show with a remote performance of the song. Pop star Miley Cyrus' plane had to make an emergency landing last night after it got struck by lightning mid-air. Miley was on her way to Asunción, Paraguay, to headline the 2022 Asunciónico Music Festival when her plane was caught in a severe storm. A lightning strike hit the wing of the plane, damaging the aircraft. Miley took to Instagram to assure her fans that she was safe after the emergency landing. To my fans and everyone worried after hearing about my flight, my crew, band, friends, and family who are all traveling with me are safe after an emergency landing. Kylie Jenner is changing her newborn son's name 6 weeks after she announced it to the world. The 24-year-old cosmetic mogul said on Instagram that her and rapper Travis Scott's son will no longer be named Wolf Webster, according to her post. Jenner said the name did not fit her new bundle of joy anymore. She did not disclose what the new name for the baby boy will be, but many fans have their theories. This announcement came hours after Jenner released a YouTube video in honor of the baby, which was titled To Our Son. That's all I have for you today in entertainment. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Good afternoon, sports fans. Yes, you who's tuned into the best source of sports news. I am Sydney Bellamy. Let's jump right into some news. Florida A&M baseball drops their 9th straight game, falling to the North Florida Ospreys 10-3. The Rattlers picked up a big 4th inning, piggybacking off of left fielder Ty Hankey to make it a 4-1 game. First baseman Grant Rowell was around the corner, scoring 2 home runs, ending with the Rattlers' status of 5th of the season. The Rattlers are back in action Tuesday when they go base-to-base with Mississippi Valley State. Good luck, Rattlers. Exciting news for the Rattler family as Florida A&M became the first HBCU athletic department to pilot major social media outlet Twitter. The Twitter Rattler community will be a place where student athletes, fans, students, and alumni can interact directly while being the first to gain exclusive access to major news releases and highlights. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis honoring the swimmer who finished second to first transgender athlete to win an NCAA Division I title. University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas beat Virginia freshman swimmer Emma Weant. Governor DeSantis said that the victory is a fraud.
We're going to be doing a proclamation saying that Emma is the best female swimmer in the 500-meter freestyle because she earned that. And we need to stop allowing organizations like the NCAA to perpetuate frauds on the public. And that's exactly what they're doing. They are putting ideology ahead of opportunity for women athletes.
DeSantis said he's weighing in because Weant is a native of Sarasota, Florida. Thomas' rise in women's sports has sparked criticism and debate over transgender women competition in female athletes. That's all I have for you in sports, but stay tuned for more after the break.
It's time to shine a light on some furry four-legged friends. It's National Puppy Day. This designated day helps bring awareness to the unconditional love puppies provide, as well as the fact that a lot of dogs of all ages are in need of a home. The ASPCA says more than 3 million dogs are placed in shelters every year. Advocates say people looking for a puppy should first consider adopting one from a shelter. National Puppy Day made its debut in 2006, founded by pet lifestyle expert Colleen Page. She's also the creator of National Dog Day and National Cat Day. For Janelle Sears, Jalen McDuffie, and Sydney Bellamy, good night.